Speaking of speed, Brian, this seat is really comfortable. Something really unique and new to the TRD Pro is this Isodynamic seat.
We'd like to interrupt this episode and let you know that our sponsor this week is us. If you want to see anything about cars, head over to TTC Cars and see things like this.
Or for truck and SUVs, head over to the Texas Truck Channel for more stuff like this.
Welcome to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And today we've got a real prize for you. That is not only a new Tacoma, it's the TRD Pro, the one that probably people are going to be clamoring for the most, except for Overlanders. There's a Trail Hunter for that. But come on down, let's get to the looks first. You know it's a Pro, Craig, because they tell you in the headlight. That's really what you're buying here. No, I'm kidding. Also, up top, hood scoop does not appear to be functional, but we're going to find out in a second when we open the hood. That's pretty cool. And instead of getting iForce Max or something else, you get the TRD Pro badge right on the hood. I like that a lot. Fender flares, they are not flat black, they are gloss black. I'm nervous about that on trails, but this is pre-pro. There might be some other options available.
We'll get that clarified.
Let's check out the wheels and tires. These wheels really remind me of the last wheel. They appear to be the BBS style. They're flat black with a red center cap. I like that a lot. You do get the Goodyear Territory RTs. These are the same tires you can get, or type of tire you can get on the Trail Hunter.
It's RT real traction?
Race traction? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, not a Raptor traction? I don't know. Anyways, 265 7018s are the factory size. I can tell you right now, first thing someone's going to do when they buy this is ditch that and put a noisy mud tire in here so that it can be louder on the highway. Checking out suspension, here's the most important part. This is a built aluminum upper control arm, looks really cool. You've got TRD stamped into it. Red coil, which means it works. Also Fox shocks with internal bypass. These are the QS3 shocks and they are adjustable. There's actually going to be a dial on the bottom of the shock down here. They're not adjustable from in the cab. They're adjustable on the shock itself. So when you go to your trail, you can have it on the highway and put it on smooth and butter. When you go to a trail, you need to firm it up a little bit. You reach on here and go click, click. You can also do it independently of one another because they're all, you got to go to each shock. And so you can do whatever you want with it. That's a big deal. I haven't seen that, I don't think ever. Ford has live valve and that kind of stuff. This is just built in. Upper control arm is cast aluminum. This is very similar to the Trail Hunter. We've already seen that. And then you actually got felt lining, which is going to help with road noise. So let's keep going around the side. What you don't have here, that you do have on the Trail Hunter, is you don't have rock rails. You don't have the frame mounted rock rails, but you still have the 5-link rear suspension. There's the trailing arm right there, which will be actually act as a skid point when you go over obstacles and rocks. I'm really, really excited about the rear suspension. I think it's going to be a game changer for the segment. And also you have skid plates, less than the Trail Hunter, but you still have skid plates. That's nice. Continue on to the back, you've got a roof and integrated spoiler, which is pretty cool.
That's like wearing your hat backwards.
That's kind of like what that's like. You've also got 3 fins up there, Craig. You see that? You know what that is?
3 times cool.
Well, that satellite radio is one, obviously, and the other 2 are the wireless trailer camera system, which is really interesting that a truck of this size is taking that seriously. It's not wired, it's probably easier to do. Just connect it, pop your camera on, doesn't matter how long the trailer is, you're good to go. That's pretty neat.
First aftermarket mod, make those red.
Oh yeah, for sure. They'll be on Etsy before you know it. All right, let me see that camera real quick. I'm gonna show an angle right here. I'm not sure if it'll come out or not, but there is the top of the Fox shock. You can tell it's mounted inboard and between the frame. And then you've got your, that's your reservoir actually. And then your shock is down here. It is a coil sprung suspension in the rear. And you get the same wheel and tire, same felt lining, same QS3 knob on the shock to change your dampening. All right, bringing it out back, you have a, you hear that? Not a plastic bumper. This one's straight from ARB. You have red tow hooks, which tell people you are not effing around and you're ready to pull people out of mud. You do have front tow hooks, but they're not red and they're kind of up in a weird place. I'm not sure why Toyota has odd tow hooks, it seems like. They can't just do something like this that is really out there. So who knows, it is there, it will work, but the good ones on the back, because you're towing other people, you're not being towed yourself.
That's right.
That's what matters. Look at this little square hole. You got one over there, Craig? You know what that is?
What is that?
That's a factory slot for a high lift jack.
Oh, yes.
How cool is that?
Well, the second mod you do to this is to put the high lift jack on.
Well, yeah, you mount that on the side of your bed, not in the bed, on the sides so people can see it. But that's actually really, really cool. That just shows you how wholesome Toyota's been about doing this right. They have just thought this through, and look, Tacoma hasn't been updated in a long time. They did a lot on this generation, so excited to drive it. Towing. You have a integrated hitch, 2-inch receiver, nice big open rings. If you tow and you're serious about it, you're gonna be happy those are the way that they are. And then obviously your 4-pin, 7-way for trailer brake controller. Last thing, embedded tailgate TRD Pro. I think that looks so cool. The Tacoma's been doing that.
Yeah, you can flex on people.
Let's check out under the hood. it's time for the juice. Let's check out where the power comes from. This is from Toyota's all-new 2.4-liter turbo. But behind it, Craig, is another motor and gives you another EV boost, hybrid power. There's your controller and your lines. What this thing is good for is 326 horsepower and 465 foot-pound of torque. That is a lot. That's a ton. I don't know if anyone's going to beat that in the segment. Towing won't be a problem. Low range in that torque and that EV assist is going to crawl over things well. Something else, I'm going to show people what's different on TRD. The airbox lid is different. If you look below, there's actually a secondary intake over here and a nice red nozzle down here. It's actually soft rubber. And then this is different too. The actual hose is red. So, you know, that's points for Whole Foods parking lot for sure. That's pretty cool. It's a factory CAI. Let's check out the interior.
All right, Brian, let's check out the bed of the all-new TRD Pro. You're gonna check it out live with me. I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna find out together. First off, let's see if we've got it. Brian, you got one on your side?
Yeah,
go ahead and hit it. Very good. Auto tailgate. Very nice. And then back here, nothing on this side, but there might be an accessory you can do, but more on that later. We don't know. Over here, Brian, more importantly, look at this because it's a Hybrid Max. All the Hybrid Max models get this 2,400 watts of juice. That means you can do things.
Yes.
I don't know if you're tailgating, you're at a Kona coffee farm trying to brew some coffee, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it with that. It's not 400 watts. It's not going to short out on you. That's awesome. So let's move. Oh, look at that, Brian.
Auto tailgate.
Auto close.
Yeah.
All right, checking out the interior of the TRD Pro. We're going to check out the driver's part because that's what matters here. You can check out the other cabs in other models that we've reviewed, but here's the door. Check this out. We get we get 2 levels, 1, 2, plenty of room for bottles or hydro flask. I like the kind of molly style hooks here or netting, kind of whatever. That looks pretty cool. You can put some things there, like the red inserts, and that's pretty neat. Moving on to the driver's seat, Brian. Let's see what we've got here. We got a nice grab handle.
Hold on. What is happening?
Hang on. I'm going to get to that. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm in. We're in a little bit of incline here, so Toyota wasn't messing around. They've actually moved these suckers in some interesting spots. So we are live in the TRD Pro. Let's check this out. We got it's easy to find the start button here, Brian, because look at that.
It's red.
It is red. Let's do that. Let's hit the button. Okay.
Starting up.
So we're in a pre-production model, so there may be some things that change down the line, but this is probably about what you're going to get. Really cool. It's a Hybrid Max, but you still get a tack on this side. A lot of hybrids, you don't get a tack.
Oh, this one's not active, but
this one's not active because, again, it's a pre-pro, so not everything's like you're going to see final product, but really cool gauges. Really nice beefy steering wheel with the indicator, so you know that, you know, when you're going crazy, you've got, you know where you're at. And then huge infotainment screen, which works flawlessly. Even in the pre-pros, it works good. And then plenty of buttons throughout. They give you physical buttons all throughout here. Toyota knows how to do it, and it continues on down here. Really cool down here. We get, just like the Trailhunter, we get a rear locker that we can actually toggle, and then disconnecting front sway bar in the TRD Pro as well. So keep in mind, the TRD Pro is a little more off-road at speed focused. The Trailhunter is really overlands, off-road, not as at speed. But you do get different drive modes here, Brian. You get sport, normal, and ecos. What this one shows, there might be more down the road. In fact, I would bet there is more down the road. This is, again, this is a pre-production model, but you get 4 low, 4 high, 2 high. Speaking of speed, Brian, this seat is really comfortable. Something really unique and new to the TRD Pro is this Isodynamic seat. We've got a separate interview with the chief engineer on that. Check that out. But this is designed to absorb impacts and keep your head from doing this number like when you're normally going off-road. It keeps you kind of centered. It absorbs a lot of those impacts. Up to 24 millimeters of movement, fore, aft, up, down, left, right. It's pretty cool. Haven't seen that in any production model. You can actually adjust the settings. That's really neat. With that, thanks for watching the TRD Pro. We've got more coming your way, and thanks for watching.